You hear a lot of people talk about dating apps turning evil, and the experience that you had on a dating app 2 years ago might be a lot different than the experience that you currently have on dating apps. In this video, we're going to find out how to make dating apps work for you without breaking the bank. Now, my name is Koen and I own Ovalo.com, and we're an online dating management company. We run the dating profiles of entrepreneurs and professionals. We set up over 1,000 dates for our clients, and in general, our clients get 3 to 12 dates every single month without them having to do any work for it. So that's the reason why I kind of know these kind of things. Now, what we're going to cover in this video, we're going to cover like why this happens, the dating cycle, feature manipulation, choosing the right app, and app usage. So let's jump into it by talking why this happens. Now, the revenue of Tinder in 2023 was $2 billion. These dating apps, they are created and made with the intention to earn a lot of money. The goal is not necessarily to get you into a relationship. The goal is to make a lot of money. And the fact that they earned $2 billion shows this. So there have always been a big market in the finding relationships, similar to what we do as a company. We also help our clients get into relationships. So there's a lot of people benefiting from that. And when companies like Tinder go onto the stock market, what they need to do, make sure that the shareholders are happy. The reason for those companies to make their shareholders happy is to earn more money. So if they're not earning enough money, business owners or the people that are running those companies, they will be replaced. So their incentive is to make as much money as possible, because otherwise the shareholders are purely going to kick out the leadership of those companies. Back in the days when Tinder first started, there was no money being made. So they were losing money every single month, and then they got a large database, and that's how those things work. So that's also the second point. The second point is the dating cycle. So what you often see with dating apps, from Tinder to Hinge to Coffee Meets Bagels, like you name it, there's a certain cycle that's going on. They start when it's free, they start giving users a very good experience, and then they worsen that experience bit by bit in order for you to be more incentivized to purchase premium packages, to purchase all kinds of things. And at that point, they already have the database, so they have all the users, and they are able to actually charge you for it. So the third thing is that you have feature manipulation. So within Tinder, they are on a regular basis, let's say every 1 to 3 years, they come out with a new package. So first was like a normal version, like the regular version, and then they came out with the plus version. And the plus version had like a couple better features. And after the plus version, they came out with the gold version. After the gold version, they came out with the platinum version. And nowadays they have a select version that's like $500 every month. So every period of time, every couple of years, they come out with a new version that allows people to spend more money, therefore get better results. So you need to be realistic with like how much money you're willing to spend on these, and also understand that the companies want to make money, therefore they will make money. And if they have the user base, that means that they're able to charge people. So if you're not falling into the category that you want to spend, let's say $20 to $50 every month on dating apps, you might not get the best results out of this. Now let's talk about the fourth point, which is choosing the right app. Now, a mistake I see a lot of people making is that they focus on 1 or 2 apps. If you're serious about online dating, what you should do is try to use as many apps as possible that at least have some level of user base. So this includes Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge, definitely, in almost every location. Now, obviously, certain cities, certain apps are blocked, but like use all the apps that you have access to. Therefore, you spread your chances of actually making it work. Now, if a new app pops up, it might be make a lot of sense to sign off for that app and start really going harder at that app, because they will probably spend marketing budget trying to generate customers, and they want to make the user experience very good. That's the reason why a lot of people made the switch from Tinder initially to Bumble, and from Bumble initially to Hinge, is purely because, hey, those apps were performing better. And the reason for that is that they weren't monetized yet. But now you have Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, they're all heavily monetized, and Hinge is pushing more and more towards monetization. So the last thing that you need to take into consideration is your app usage. So there are things that you can control, and there's certain things you cannot control. You cannot control all the packages that dating apps bring out. You cannot control all those factors. What you can control is how you're using those apps. So you can complain about how the dating apps are not working, etc., but At the same time, you can also invest your time and energy towards making sure that the apps that you are using and the amount of time that you are spending on those apps is used to the best of your ability. So make sure that your photos are good. Make sure your bio is good. Make sure that you know how to do the texting. If you cover those 3 elements, then you should still be able to see good results, even though you might not spend the most amount of money. Like, we have clients that come on board and that have spent a ton of money on dating apps and they're saying, it's not working, it's not working. Yeah, well, the reason for that is that your profile just sucks. So just spending endless money is not necessarily going to net you results. And I know, because we have clients that are like, hey, what can we do in order to get better results? And after the answer is, sorry, just randomly showing money at the apps is not necessarily only going to net you better results. The most important thing is still your profile. It's still making sure that the photos are amazing. It's still making sure that the editing is done correctly. Still making sure that the texting is done, etc., etc. So purely throwing cash also doesn't work. Anyway, if you're interested in potentially having your dating profile outsourced and managed by us and get you 3 to 12 days every single month, feel free to click on the link in the bio, go to hovalo.com, and maybe you'll become our next client. If not, no worries at all. Hope you liked the video and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.